A Phoenix man sure to face a slew of charges for putting up a nasty fight instead of letting police take him down. Authorities say 23-year-old Dominic Garcia was spotted in a stolen truck near 14th Street and Buckeye Road. When police tried to take him into custody, he ran. A police canine was able to catch up to him, but police say he tried to hurt the dog to break free. When police finally got to him, he allegedly attacked
another person shot and killed, this time on the east side. Tucson police say 3 men were fighting with each other before shots were fired. It happened at about 1 this morning near 26th Street and Craycroft. 1 man died at the scene. The other 2 men were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. If anyone has information, call 911 or 88 Crime.
The issue. All new at 10, a murder suspect telling ABC 15 he regrets killing a man, but says defending his turf was a part of life as a homeless man. Olin Coho says all he wanted to do was go to sleep Friday night near 18th Avenue in Peoria, but he says Robert Pruitt tried to steal his sleeping spot and started to get violent. Coho says he warned Pruitt and felt threatened, so he used his knife.
No hesitation, I just took out my knife, stabbed him right in the heart.
He apologizes to the victim's family and says he truly regrets
right now,
what he
this
did.
morning we are just learning a suspect has died following a standoff with Tulsa police.
2XQ reporter Giselle Puente joins us now live from the scene in East Tulsa with the latest. Good morning, Giselle.
Good morning, Tanaya. Daniel. It was scary moments for a mother and her family this morning while her 2-year-old daughter was held hostage. A sniper with the Tulsa Police Department finally ended the 3-hour standoff by pulling the trigger.
We don't know if at what point, if he understood or not, but the actions that he displayed surely showed that he had intent and could possibly injure this child as well as officers.
That 44-year-old suspect is now dead. Tulsa police received the domestic-related call to this neighborhood on South 170th East Avenue before midnight. The suspect allegedly broke inside his estranged wife's home and took her 2-year-old daughter hostage. He held a gun to her head and came out the balcony several times, making threats to officers. Police tried several times to talk to the suspect and even had a translator make commands in Spanish to no avail. The mother told officers she was able to escape her house with her other 3 young children and her current boyfriend. The suspect again was a 44-year-old man who was not related to the child. Police are continuing their investigation right now in this neighborhood. We're going to try to bring you the latest updates coming up in a few minutes.
A double shooting on the plaza. The recent crime has some worried that the popular shopping district could have a violence problem. 41 Action News reporter Brian Abel is live on the plaza right now, and you've talked with people there. What are they telling you, Brian?
Well, Dee, most people we talk to say, yes, they have seen a rise of violence here on the plaza when they never had to worry about their safety when coming down here. Now, some, they're having to look over their shoulders when the sun goes down.
A beautiful 80-degree Sunday night on Casey's Plaza. O'Malley Bailey performing unknowingly just feet away from the site of a double shooting.
I mean, it's been pretty cool as far as I see. Security has always been around, and police officers patrolled through.
That security wasn't able to stop bullets from flying just before 8 Saturday night after what witnesses say was a fight that started in It's Sugar and spilled out onto 47th Street before the gunfire. A man and woman were hit in the leg, but are expected to be okay. Would you expect something like that to happen in a place like this?
No, not at all.
Joe Noble is visiting Casey from Tennessee. He says he's always felt safe coming here, but news of the shooting is changing that.
Yeah, I'll watch where I'm doing a little bit more closely.
That's bad. I mean, that's really bad, especially in a neighborhood like this, and we bring in a lot of people outside.
Casey area native Antonio Taylor says the violence makes him choose Zona Rosa instead of the plaza more often than not.
I just don't feel too much safe being down here.
Taylor points to poor parenting being the root cause.
If they want to come down here with them, watch them, see what they're doing. Be with them, instead of letting them loose.
If the shooting isn't an isolated case and violence continues here, it could lead to less tourism and silence the music.
Yeah, it really would, because, feeling safe out here, I'm going to be able to be comfortable.
Now, just a short while ago, we did check with KCPD on Saturday night's shooting. They say they still have made no arrests. Reporting live in the plaza, Brian Abel, 41 Action News.
Foreign policy will likely come up Wednesday when Trump and Clinton face off in their third and final debate, specifically the battle going on right now in Iraq to take Mosul back from ISIS. In Focus reporter Cassie Carlisle explains why that campaign may be the most important yet in the fight against the terror group.
Jamie, one of the reasons Mosul matters is its location. It's the second largest city in Iraq, strategically important and financially crucial to ISIS's survival. Mosul is in northern Iraq. It's a key trading city located near the border of Turkey and Syria. The city also sits near vital oil fields, which ISIS uses to make money on the black market. Mosul is the last big city the terrorist group controls, with between 3,000 and 5,000 ISIS fighters still holed up there. Homes are said to be booby-trapped, roads littered with IEDs. ISIS fighters have flooded moats with oil and lit them on fire, filling the city with choking black smoke. Some commanders estimate it could take 3 months to win the city back. The Iraqi army is leading the operation on the ground. Kurdish fighters are working alongside them, and American and coalition forces are serving in support of those on the front lines.
Dislodging them from the city would be a significant strategic gain. That's why the United States and our Iraqi partners have been working so closely over the last several months to prepare for this operation.
Mosul and its 2.5 million people came under ISIS control in 2014. Since then, the terrorist group has established the city as a cultural center of its Islamic caliphate or state. Reports of life under ISIS are trickling out as people escape Mosul. Refugees tell stories of public beheadings, gay men being thrown off buildings, and people being made prisoners if they don't follow ISIS's strict Islamic rule. If the battle is successful, an epic humanitarian crisis will follow. An estimated 1 million civilians still live in Mosul. Their exodus could be one of the biggest man-made displacements in recent times. Jamie?
All right.
Diving trip takes a deadly turn. All new at 5, the two things that make one popular spot so dangerous even to experienced divers. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jamison Euler.
And I'm Laura Harris. Wendy has the night off. First at 5, we're learning 2 divers who died while exploring a series of underwater caves in Weeki Wachee are from South Florida.
I want to take a closer look here now at that area that Laura was talking about, where Patrick Peacock and Chris Rittenmeyer were diving. It's called the Eagle's Nest.
Yeah, now here is a closer look at exactly what that looks like. You can see from this video right here, given to us from a different group of divers. Unfortunately, it's not the first time people have died there.
Our Kara Mashik delving into this area's dark past and what makes this particular diving spot so dangerous.
You know, it's an underwater wonderland is how some people describe it, but there is a huge sign right at the entrance to the Eagle's Nest warning you of the dangers before you go down under. The huge network of underwater caves is the Eagle's Nest, and it attracts divers from all over the world.
It's an entirely different kind of dimension.
The intricacies of the caves can be navigated safely, but only by highly trained divers. Over the past 30 years, at least 10 divers have died while exploring here, including Patrick Peacock and Chris Rittenmeyer. The two men rescue divers found dead this morning. Walls says the dangerous depth of up to 200 feet can sometimes cause the unexpected to even skilled divers.
It's called Martini's Law for us old timers. For the new people, it's nitrogen narcosis. And you have a lack of judgment. You lose some of your inhibitions and stuff like that. For some people, they may just simply freeze up and do what we call a whiteout.
The Chassahowitzka Wildlife Management Area closed off the Eagle's Nest section for diving between 1999 and 2003, partly because of safety concerns. And after some of the recent tragedies in this underwater network, some have called for it to be closed again. But cave diving enthusiasts insist it's a sport they know carries risks, and this natural wonder they think should be open for all the brave and skilled enough to venture the depths of these caves.
And they can be very, very safe and very enjoyable.
And right now there are no formal talks of shutting this area down to divers. In fact, after the investigation wraps later today, it should be back open for visitors. Reporting here in Hernando County, Kara Mashik, ABC Action News.
Quick catch, and it's all thanks to man's best friend. Police say a guy from Peoria caught a car burglar right in the act after his dog tipped him off. Police say the dog started barking near the truck, and that's where 20-year-old Tibor Balog was found halfway inside the truck. He tried to run away, but he slipped and fell. The truck's owner was able to hold him down until police got there. He admitted to
a massive fire guts a Tampa supermarket, and it sparked with employees still inside. ABC Action News reporter Rodney Dunnigan is live at the Big and Deals Super Center on Hillsborough Avenue. Rodney, is everyone okay?
Well, thankfully they are, Dan. You know, this all happened around closing time, so thankfully no customers were inside. However, there were 4 employees inside at the time. One of those employees actually smelled smoke before they saw the fire and tried to put out the fire with an extinguisher. Unfortunately, it was a bit too late. Let me step out of the way here. As you can see, still a very active scene here. Firefighters on the scene, and you can see there one of the aerial units trying to knock out a hot spot this morning. As you can imagine, all of this happened very quickly last night. When Tampa firefighters arrived, they say smoke and flames were pouring from this building. Due to safety concerns, firefighters were forced to stay outside and attack the flames of this 3-alarm fire with 2 aerial units. And as you can see out here this morning, definitely a very active scene as firefighters still try to knock down some of these hot spots this morning.
About an hour into the fire, they had to call for additional units. Fortunately, the employees here, there were 4 of them that were working at the time, all of them got out of the building safely. They were all accounted for, and we have no reported injuries.
And this fire also caused a number of traffic issues in this area. For a time, the intersection of 40th Street and East Hillsborough Avenue was closed. All lanes are back open this morning for rush hour. Back out here live this morning, the fire marshal will be out here to assess the damage and, of course, try to determine a cause. And as you can see, firefighters still knocking down those hot spots. Again, no one was injured. The 4 employees that were inside, thankfully, able to make it out safely. As for a cause, again, that's something the fire marshal will be trying to determine this morning. But again, thankfully, no one was hurt. For now, reporting live in Tampa this morning, Rodney Dunnigan, ABC.
Your Side News Update.
8:56. Good morning again. I'm Pat Paris. Just into the KGUN 9 newsroom. The Pima County Sheriff's Department says they have arrested a man wanted for a double homicide on the southwest side. 49-year-old Raymond Manny Valencia was taken into custody around 2 yesterday. He faces 2 counts of first-degree murder. Also just into the KGUN 9 newsroom, First Lady Michelle Obama will visit Arizona to campaign for Hillary Clinton. Details are still coming in, but we know the First Lady will stop in Phoenix on Thursday.
It's more clear than ever. Arizona's stacking up to be a battleground state.
And tomorrow kicks off a number of big campaign stops right here in the Valley. Joe Bartell is joining us now live tonight.
And Joe, on the heels of 2 security scares here, some extra precautions are now being taken.
Yeah, Steve, things are getting back to normal, but you can bet the doors here will be locked up tight. And come tomorrow,
There will be extra security here at the GOP state office. That comes after a bomb threat was phoned in. That forced an hours-long evacuation around 3 this afternoon. ABC 15, the first to bring these details to you. A worker telling us a voicemail revealing a bomb planted in the building and the voice warning everyone should get out. Police searched for 2 hours before giving the all clear. The Arizona Republican Party chairman says this is flat out voter intimidation and politically motivated.
When they bomb an office where people are working and then they put bomb threats in offices like ours, it's nothing but trying to constrain people's First Amendment rights.
And the GOP state chairman there referencing that firebombing of a Republican office in North Carolina over the weekend. Now, this threat taken extremely seriously. Whoever called in that threat, still a mystery tonight. Back to you.
Joe, thanks.
Some scary pictures now, and a holdup at a giant convenience store in Marana. You can see the store employee there with his hands up as a gun is pointed at him. The two thieves grabbing cigarettes and cash from the register. This all went down just before 1 a.m. You can take a longer look at these pictures on abc15.com or our free ABC 15 mobile app.
Run, baby, run. A mom's words to her 4-year-old daughter from across a busy street right before her arrest for shoplifting. Police say Nicole Mack left her little girl by a dumpster as she ran away from the crime scene at Chandler Fashion Center. She then told her to cross the street on her own. A security guard grabbed the little girl, but police say Mack punched him in the face. Usual weapon of choice for this guy from Tolleson. Deputies say he went after his family and a deputy with a pair of 3-foot-long bull horns. This happening at a home near Avondale Boulevard in Southern. Investigators say Cesar Sandoval grabbed the horns and started swinging them